We are past June 1st, which means you can cut and do some roster moves to create some cap space. And one thing I've been thinking about for a while is, are there any players on this roster that Joe Schoen could look to extend their contract prior to them reaching free agency? We're going to break that down on today's show, as you're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am Marshall Green. The player that sticks out like a sore thumb when I look at this roster is someone that I think the Giants should try to go out and extend is their starting right tackle, Jermaine Eluemunor. The thing is, I don't think Jermaine Eluemunor would accept a contract extension at this point. I think Eluemunor wants to test his value in free agency in 2026, which is partially why I want to pay him before the free agency market opens up. You go back and you remember what was said in Hard Knocks when the Giants organization embarrassed themselves. I remember the exact clip, exactly what it looked like. Eluemunor wants a 2-year deal. Eluemunor wants a 2-year deal, so in 2 years he can retest the market. Because he's going to be 31, and he's going to be a right tackle. And he did a damn good job last year. Remember, the Giants signed him in the first OTAs. He was their starting left guard. And then Evan Neal had a setback, but didn't have a setback, and had a setback, and they told me they didn't have a setback, and I told you he did have a setback. Then he stopped practicing. Remember that? Yeah, and then they moved Eluemunor from left guard to right tackle. And then Eluemunor played great at right tackle. And then Andrew Thomas got hurt, and they moved him to left tackle. It's one thing to be good. It's another thing to have positional versatility and be good. And Eluemunor is that. Is he an all-pro level player? No. Is he a Pro Bowl level player? Pro Bowl level player? No. But he is a well above average offensive lineman. And I'm a big fan of his. He's embraced the Giants culture. He has embraced this fan base. He's a friend of a former show of a show here at the channel, so I always got love for him for that as well. I would try to extend him. I don't think they will, because I don't think Jermaine Eluemunor will put pen to paper until he's a free agent, and he could open up the bidding market to 32 teams, except to just one with the Giants. Another player that's going to be a free agent at the end of the year is Wan'Dale Robinson, former second-round pick, slot receiver. I'm not saying, by the way, I would extend all of these players. I'm bringing up players that qualify as extension candidates, and Wan'Dale Robinson is one of them. I'm not the biggest Robinson fan, to be honest with you. I thought it was a reach of a pick when they made the selection, and I feel as if he has not lived up to the hype being a second-round pick. Like, let's just keep it a buck. A 5'8" wide receiver that only plays in the slot is extremely limited. He's had some moments in this league. Rookie year before the ACL surgery, I thought he was coming along. 23 catches for 227 yards, and he was solid. Wan'Dale Robinson, his second year, 60 catches, 525 yards, 1 touchdown. And this year, he had 93 grabs for 699 yards and 3 touchdowns. Small catch radius, small player. I think he has a limited route tree. Doesn't necessarily bring a downfield threat, despite being a downfield threat wide receiver at Kentucky. I like Wan'Dale Robinson a lot more as my second slot receiver than a starting slot receiver. And we just saw Khalil Shakir, that's his name, right, for the Buffalo Bills. How much did he just get paid? $15 million a year. Wan'Dale Robinson ain't worth no $15 million per year. Shakir, a little bit better of a player, but same prototype and same profile and skill set. I wouldn't be shocked if the New York Giants try to give him an extension. I go back, I don't remember if it was the pre-draft presser or the post-draft presser for Joe Schoen. He said, we have 3 really good receivers. Malik Nabers, Darius Slayton, and Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants organization love Wan'Dale, and they think with a new quarterback, he can go to new heights. And if you believe that, you might as well extend him before the new heights get reached so the new price doesn't get set to a new height. I wouldn't do it. I'd be looking for bigger and better, but I unfortunately don't get to run this football team. Micah McFadden is somebody that I would extend. He has deserved a contract extension. After being a day 3 pick out of college, this is someone that is a damn good football player. He has exceeded my expectations. He shows up. He works hard. He's smart. He's tough. He's dependable. And he is going on trying to have 3 straight seasons of 100 tackles in a row. Like, if you would have told me the 5th-round pick, Micah McFadden, was going to be actually one of your more serviceable players, I would have been like, yo, that is dope. 101 tackles in 2023. 12 tackles for loss. And this year, 107 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. Like, this is someone that the Giants actually hit on. Joe Schoen hasn't hit on a lot of day 3 picks, and he did on this one. Very excited about where he's going. And if the Giants could extend him, I would absolutely do it. Good player, good locker room guy, and someone that I'm personally a fan of. I got one more player I want to talk about that I think maybe should deserve it, but we'll talk about that. Get your Jackson Dart jersey today. Chatsports.com/dart. Chatsports.com/dart. Get your jersey today. That link will be clickable down in the comments and description of this video. Cor'Dale Flott is another player that I'm looking at. Like Flott and McFadden and Robinson, all members of that 2022 draft class. 3rd-round pick, corner out of LSU. Still just 23 years old. Young player, was drafted at like 20 years old. While I don't think that he has lived up type being a 3rd-round pick, he's a damn good 4th corner to have. He is. And what I like about Cor'Dale Flott is the positional versatility. He's played outside corner. He's played slot corner. Well, he hasn't been the best corner in the NFL or not even close to the best corner on the New York Giants. He's made some plays. He's filled in. He's produced when his number has been called. And does a 3-year, $8 million deal for Cor'Dale Flott to be your backup to your outside corners and your immediate backup to your slot? I think that can make some sense. I also think the Giants don't probably want to let he'll be 24 this time next year, a 24-year-old 3rd-round pick walk out of the door for nothing. I would keep your eyes on that. I'm not necessarily sure it'll happen, but I would find it hard to believe that the New York Giants aren't at least talking about the idea of any of these players being extension candidates, as is Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal. Evan Neal's not going to be extended. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. They did pick up the 5th-year option for Kayvon Thibodeaux, and he's another name to monitor. I don't think an extension will happen because both parties don't want that to happen. The Giants want to see who Kayvon Thibodeaux could be in this defense. Kayvon Thibodeaux wants to have a season that's going to make him very rich this time next year. So, yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but a name to keep an eye on at least. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I post short-form content here. I interact with all the big blue diehards over here. And I got to grow my social media game. So if you could, please give me a follow over there. And let's go Giants.